This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10
at the 21. They'll run for the first time to Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
This throw is going to be incomplete. Kenny Golladay is in.
Receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Smoking on that gas.
Back to throw. Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, Johnson takes to midfield to go further, just a yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Not his
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is steady. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. to kick it away. This is fielded at the 7. A huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets making their way out. Last year, the impressive 3-2 start. A lot of people predicted they would go 0-16, but then after that start, they sort of collapsed. Just 2 wins after week 5. So as we look ahead to this year, Charles, what can we expect from the Jets?
Well, I would expect them to continue to put great effort because their head coach Todd Bowles demands that. But Sam Darnold, their #1 draft choice, he will be the key to their season. The faster that he plays well, the better the Jets obviously are going to be. And on defense, last in the league in pass rush last year, last in the league in sacks. They'll have to do that by committee this year and find ways to get pressure on the quarterback.
Watching that Barney.
On 2nd down, first drive.
Slips past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a 1st down. There on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Darnold from the gun. Completes it to Crowley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A 1st down carry now for Brown. And nothing to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Come on, my boy got injured.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Lions heading out, coming off a 9-7 finish a season ago. Another year without a playoff victory, and we said it last season, Charles. Unbelievable. They've won only one playoff game since the 1957 NFL championship game back when you were in high school.
Not junior high.
And that one win was made way back in January of 1992.
They do have optimism, though, because this team has been building. And I thought that their draft of 2018 signaled that they really want to help their magnificent quarterback, Matthew Stafford, and take the pressure off of him to produce 5,000-yard passing seasons, because they drafted Kerryon Johnson, a running back out of Auburn. And in free agency, got LeGarrette Blount, which signals to me that they want to play a little brute force football. They want to batter some people and take the ball out of the hands of Stafford so often. If they can do that, that'll allow them to slug it out with Green Bay and Minnesota for maybe a division title in the NFC North. They've beaten 57. The Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to get back to their former glory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Dump it away from Johnson. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever known.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quentin Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
We pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Down to the 15-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
This is the newest
He stopped right around the 13. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Now he goes and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Escaping, he goes down. Devon Kennard. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Darnold. Got an open man. It's Enunwa. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Snap on the 1st down. He sets the fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go to Johnson again. Good move by Duke. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The Lions
had the fewest third down
conversions on the
conversions on
ground
the
in the
ground.
NFL in 2017. What will they do here on 3rd and short? 3rd and 2. C.J. Wilson in there to drop the Russell. And it'll be 4th and long. There's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 49. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's too good bending the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen at best.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
People say that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced them to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, Darnold going underneath for Corral. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Martin, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Watching that money!
They keep it on the ground. No scrimmage call.
Down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The pitch to Crowell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the red zone now. He's pressure. He's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film
Word,
study,
that nigga
that's one
accuracy
where he's
is
just
fine.
going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 22. Hey, 22. Zero.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
I'm bobbing that shit.
38-yard line.
It's not like I'm bullying.
Time with Thomas.
This nigga gotta learn how to make them
Two-score
throws.
game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door
If he's playing somebody
It does,
better
and you
than
wonder
this,
about
would
their
you lose?
strategy because with a
I
two-score
look
lead,
pissed.
you think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's
Okay.
almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford.
I could have picked that shit.
But it's incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his
He ain't no
outside
damn
man
receiver
because of the
open.
coverage.
I was
It
on
way
that
too
shit.
tight, unable to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 22. Here.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down.
They're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The
Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far.
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Stafford. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time to conserve as much as possible.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for the end zone.
Thank you.
Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And they hit Darnold loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And almost intercepted.
Who is
That would
that?
have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead,
He's
4th
out there
down.
wrecking shit.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying
He's
to force it in
rocking
there
shit
on
out
3rd
there. I
down.
like
But
it.
if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's going to
intended receiver. And it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Take Carradine. Able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go 40 on 4th down.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Watch him.
Darnold on 1st down.
Let's go!
Touchdown, New York Jets. Turning into a really good performance on the road. From home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line. Last time he was out here.
Good game, bro.
And then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
But we out here, man.
We sat in meetings with coaches, and they use the term complementary football. Offense take care of the defense. Defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st down, Stafford here. He's going to let it go. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 39 that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
What the fuck?
From the ball, here's Stafford.
He pushed him, pussy.
Marvin Jones, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
This shit is what they say, bro.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Ah, the spin fucked them up. This nigga be ready to break some shit.
And now out come the Jets. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He trucked them. He's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They run the rookie from Eugene State, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Right back to him on first down.
I saw that nigga coming like a gun out of him.
Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before
I
he can
knew
even
it
get
was
started.
his.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
He lost him.
7-yard line, the catch is made. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jets, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 40.